The labor market shifted, and most people are still operating under the old contract. Remote work didn't just change where people worked. It changed who gets paid, and how, and for what. The traditional employment equation, the one that required physical presence and visible output, that equation dissolved. What replaced it wasn't obvious, but it created a quiet income corridor, one that stay-at-home mothers were already structurally positioned to exploit. Here's what most people missed. Remote work normalized invisible labor. It made digital coordination valuable. It made asynchronous communication essential. It made home-based operations legitimate. These weren't new skills. They were already the operating system of home management. The difference now, the market started paying for them. Notice the timing. Companies needed remote project managers, virtual assistants, customer support coordinators, content moderators, data entry specialists, email responders. They didn't need them in an office. They needed them functional, reliable, available during non-traditional hours. This wasn't a side hustle economy. This was a structural labor reallocation, and it happened quietly. The mothers who caught this early, they weren't chasing passion projects. They were recognizing pattern overlap. They saw that coordinating a household, managing schedules, responding to constant interruptions, triaging priorities in real time, these were transferable income systems. Not soft skills, hard operational capacities. The kind companies were suddenly willing to pay for, remotely. What changed wasn't the work itself. It was the legitimacy of doing it from home, before the remote work era. Home-based income was seen as supplemental, informal, and stable. After the shift, it became infrastructure. Companies realized they didn't need to see you to trust your output. That psychological barrier breaking, that's what opened the income gate. Here's the economic friction most people still don't see. Traditional employment required geographic compromise. You moved near the job, or you commuted. That created time cost, childcare cost, wardrobe cost, fuel cost, lunch cost. The job paid more than a home-based role, but the net take-home was often comparable, or worse. Remote work removed that entire cost structure. It didn't just add flexibility, it increased actual income retention. Let's break this down further. A $45,000 office job with a 45-minute commute. Factor in gas, vehicle wear, daycare for 2 kids, work clothes. Bought lunches 3 times a week. You're losing $18,000 to $22,000 annually just to show up. Your net is $23,000 to $27,000, a $30,000 remote role from home. With no commute, no daycare, no wardrobe budget. That's $30,000 net. The lower salary pays more. This isn't about motivation, it's about cost structure transparency. The remote work shift made this math visible, and mothers who ran the numbers, who calculated actual retention instead of headline salary, they started building income quietly. Not louder, not with more hours, with better math. The most valuable realization here: you don't need a full-time remote job to access this system. You need repeatable income streams that don't require physical presence. That's the actual shift: freelance project coordination, virtual bookkeeping, online community management, content scheduling, customer service routing. These aren't careers, they're income modules, and they stack. Here's the optimization most people skip. They look for one remote job to replace one office job. That's still trading time for money. The smarter play: build 3 to 5 small income sources that operate asynchronously. A $400 month client, a $600 month retainer, a $300 month platform gig, a $200 month content project. You're at $1,500 monthly. That's $18,000 annually. With scheduling control, with no commute cost, with no single point of failure. The mothers who built this way, they didn't announce it. They didn't post about hustle. They quietly assembled income systems that fit between school drop-off and dinner prep, that ran while kids napped, that didn't require video calls during chaos hours. This wasn't about working more, it was about working structurally different. What makes this sustainable? It's not effort, it's replicability. Once you learn how to onboard a client, deliver a service, invoice correctly, manage communication, you can repeat that structure with a second client, a third, a fourth. The learning curve flattens. The income compounds. The time cost doesn't scale linearly. That's leverage. The remote work era also normalized tools that reduce friction, project management platforms, time tracking software, invoicing systems, cloud storage, video messaging. These used to be corporate infrastructure. Now they're accessible for $10 to $30 per month. A mother running 3 freelance clients from her kitchen table. She has the same operational capacity as a mid-size agency. The cost barrier collapsed. If you're setting this up now, you don't need expensive systems. A solid task manager, a clean invoicing tool, a reliable communication platform. Those 3 pieces cover 80% of remote income infrastructure. There are tools designed specifically for this, simple, affordable, built for solo operators. I'll drop a link in the description to a planning system that handles client coordination and income tracking without the corporate bloat. It's not required, but it removes the setup friction. Here's the part people resist. This isn't passive income. It's not automated wealth. It's structured work that pays without requiring you to leave your house or lose your autonomy. That distinction matters. The income is real, the flexibility is real, the autonomy is real. But it still requires output. The difference. You control when, where, and how that output happens. The mothers building this quietly, they're not on social media talking about freedom. They're running Zoom calls during nap time, editing documents after bedtime, sending invoices on Saturday mornings. It's not glamorous, but it's economically sound. And it doesn't require them to outsource their kids or their sanity. What most people underestimate, the remote work shift didn't just create jobs. It created income optionality. You're no longer choosing between full-time employment and no income. You're choosing between dozens of small, stackable income paths. Virtual assistant work, transcription, email management, social media scheduling, proofreading, data entry, research coordination. None of these require a degree. None require experience. They require reliability and basic digital literacy, both of which you already have. The real opportunity here, it's not finding the perfect remote job. It's recognizing that the infrastructure for home-based income is now standardized. Companies expect remote workers. Clients expect virtual coordination. Platforms exist to match you with paid work. The friction is gone. What remains is execution. This is the quiet wealth loop. You start small. One client, one project, one repeatable service. You deliver, you invoice, you get paid. You repeat, you add a second client. The income stacks, the systems refine, the confidence builds. 6 months in, you're generating steady income without ever explaining to anyone what you do. That's the shift. The mothers who see this, they're not waiting for permission. They're not waiting for the right time. They're recognizing that the remote work era already handed them the infrastructure. The rest is just execution. And execution doesn't require motivation. It requires structure. And structure is what home management already taught you. This is not about replacing a full income overnight. It's about building repeatable systems that generate cash flow from home. Systems that don't depend on your physical presence. Systems that scale with your availability. Systems that don't collapse when life gets chaotic. That's the economic shift. And it's already happening. Quietly. Disclaimer: this content is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not financial, legal, or professional advice. Any income outcomes depend on individual effort, market conditions, and execution. There is no guarantee of specific results. External links may include affiliate partnerships, which support this channel at no extra cost to you. Always conduct your own research before making financial decisions.